Hey everybody, welcome to lesson one, how to evaluate new products. So let's say you've just found a great item to flip. The question is, will it still be profitable in 4 to 6 weeks? Now, I've chosen 4 to 6 weeks because that's the approximate amount of time it takes for you to receive an item, ship it to FBA prep center, and for it to be checked into the warehouse. So we can say about 5, 6 weeks for that. So we have three different questions to ask ourselves. Number one, the most important question, is the price stable? Number two, are there a bunch of new offers? You might be saying, well, how does that relate to this? Well, if we have a bunch of new offers coming on to the listing, that can usually mean the price is going to decrease. It's a basic economics, as the supply increases, the price usually will decrease. And the third thing to look for is Amazon or the brand, are they coming back in stock soon? Because if they are, they usually have the lowest cost price, which means they can usually tank their price as much as they want to, and you're going to be selling your items at a loss. So I have 4 ASINs here for us to look at. Feel free to pause the video and copy these in and follow along with me. So the first example is right here. We have a price unstable. So this is just like a replacement part for something, doesn't really matter what it is. Here we have our profit calculator from SellerAmp, and we're trying to figure out what price to put in the sale price. So the current buy box we see right here to our right is 25. If I have 25 as my price, our profit is pretty good, $6 a profit and 60% ROI. That's a great find. However, if we go down, okay, we have sales rank, whatever, buy box, and we have the month view. Let's go to 3 months, okay? What I see here is that this price recently jumped up to 25. Very recently. This is in the last month. So this price has not been at 25 for very long. The price that it's been at for longer is 20.49, and this is going back through the last 3 months. There's been a couple spikes here and there, but usually the price is at 20.49. I can also go back through the whole year and see how long this trend has continued for. And it looks like the price was even lower at the beginning of this year. If I go back all the way, I can see the full history. I'm going to turn on the Amazon line to see if Amazon has ever been in stock before or if they are in stock right now. And what I see is, Amazon was in stock. This is kind of blocking the view, but really this is saying like last year they were in stock. That's kind of a red flag here. It's been enough time where we can probably say it's unlikely that Amazon will come back into stock, but we can't be sure. So if we answer this question, is the price stable? The price is not very stable at 25. The price is pretty stable at 21. Let's just say about, 20.5. So I'm going to put in this more stable price of 20.5. So in 4 weeks, it's much more likely for the price to go back to 20.49 than it is to stay at 25. Another tool we can use is in these data tabs here. And you may not have access to this depending on which version of Keepa you have. So I don't use this very often, but we can go ahead and take a look. So we see that the new, current, and we see that the 180-day average price, etc. So we'll use the buy box. Currently it's at 25, and over the last 90 days we see 21.50. So we can probably get away with putting in 21.50 here. This is probably our best bet for what the price is doing over the last 90 days, is just putting in 21.50, the 90 days buy box average price. So is the price stable? The price is stable at 25, not at 25. Okay, but that's going to change the sale price that we put into here when we're sourcing. Next question, are there a bunch of new offers? I'll turn on the offer here, new offer count, and we can see that it looks pretty consistent here. Let's go to the 3-month tab, which is always the most important data frame to look at. I see that it starts off at around 14 and it ends off at around 13. So we haven't seen a huge uptick in sellers, which is a good thing, which means there isn't a whole ton new, there isn't a bunch of new supply coming in to tank the price. Okay, so are there a bunch of new offers? No. Is Amazon coming back in stock soon? That's the $1,000,000 question. That's the thing we have to know. They haven't been in stock for the whole year, which is a good sign, but they were in stock last seen around January of 2022. So, long story short, we have no way of knowing if Amazon is going to stay out of stock forever. What I'll say is this. If we can take advantage of a period where Amazon is out of stock, we can probably make a profit. If they come back in stock right when we buy our inventory, which could happen, we'll probably have to wait for them to go out of stock. So it's kind of a red flag right here. I wouldn't really want to buy this item because, first of all, price is lower than what it is now and probably will fall back down, meaning we're less profitable, although it's still not a bad item to buy. And the second problem is Amazon is going to come back in stock. Maybe it's a risk. Okay, so that's the first item ticked off. Let me clear this off right here. The next item is going to be an item that Amazon is selling. I have it right here. It's this Paw Patrol Kids, this toy. And so let's see what's going on here. I'll go to 3 months. I'll just turn everything off. We have the sales rank. It looks pretty good. This sales rank is showing us that it's the 12,000th most popular toy, which means it sells a lot. It sells a lot per month, right? Let's go ahead and add the buy box line in here. You'll see that this buy box line vanishes for this whole period, which means that Amazon has taken away the buy box. And so to show you what this looks like when it actually is gone, let me find this for you. This is what it looks like when the buy box is not active. Amazon takes away the buy box when they think there's a better price from a different store. And so they take away this buy box to try and get the customer to go buy it from a different place. And so that's what's going on in this item here. Add no buy box for certain periods. And now we do have a buy box again. And so this is showing that at $25, it's an FBA offer. And the price is not very consistent. Actually, look at this. Amazon at $9.43 when they are in stock. And you'll see that this orange line is the Amazon line. They are still showing at $15.87 or $15.90, except the buy box is going up all the way to this price of $25.99. So what does this mean, right? Why is this Amazon line still showing, but the buy box is much higher than the Amazon price? Well, we can look up here. So we're seeing that $25.99 is the current buy box price, and Amazon is right here at $14.97, but they're temporarily out of stock. So they are currently out of stock. However, it looks like they'll probably come back in stock. They have sold a lot of units throughout the last month or so. So that's a big red flag. They're probably going to come back in stock here. The second question, I guess, is the price stable? And no, the price is not stable at all. From 25 to 13, to 9. And it looks like maybe there are certain times when we can sell this item for a very high markup at $31 when Amazon is not selling it. But right now, it's not looking too good. Yeah, look at the year, right? The year is showing Amazon's been in stock for a long time throughout Q4 as well. So maybe they just got lucky in this window right here. But I think it's your best bet to avoid this item. So are there a bunch of new offers? That's the last thing we'll check. No, right? You can see that this is not really spiking up too hard. from 1 to 9. It's pretty consistent all the way through. So is the price stable? No, it's not. Are there a bunch of new offers? No. And is Amazon coming back in stock? Likely. So it's high risk. And on to the next item we have. This is the item with no buy box, which I showed you briefly already. Go ahead and type this in. We can follow along. So we have some kind of foot cream here, and we see that there is no buy box. Like on this one, we see that there is, and this one is just saying see all buying options. We can still see all the offers right here. They're kind of scattered in price. So this is kind of a busy keep a chart. I'm going to turn everything off like I did before, and we can just start off with the basics. Sales rank, it means it's about the 150th best-selling, I think it's a beauty product. Yeah. What is this? Yeah, beauty and personal care. This shows us the category it's in. Okay. And it says 17 drops in the last month, which means probably 17 sales. And Seller Amp also agrees. Okay, so no buy box, which means if I turn this on, nothing appears. We have a few lines right here when there was a buy box. Otherwise, we're going to have to use the other lines to tell us about the price history. So this new offer price is probably the most useful. It's going to show us the lowest price pulling from both FBA and FBM. So it's the lowest price in general, regardless of the offer type. And we can see that it's been at $15.49 for the last probably 5 or 6 months. And then it went up, and then it went back to about $15. This is a pretty consistent item. As we start getting further out in the year, we start seeing lower prices like $9.99, which is dangerous, $11. So this is not the most consistent item. This could definitely go back down to $9, right? Or $11. What I'm seeing now is the offer count, right? We go back to this question, are there a bunch of new offers? And it looks like there are actually a bunch of new offers. Back in February, only 4. October, only 4. And now we start adding in, going up to 12, 13, 14. This is going to make the price more likely to drop because we're increasing supply. More sellers want to sell their inventory. They're going to put the repricers on. They're going to reprice the item down. And we have just not seen it happen yet. So I'm going to turn off everything else except for the third-party FBA triangles and the third-party FBM squares. And so we can look for any big gaps here because we're trying to figure out what should we price this, right? What should we make this price? If there's no buy box, how do we price it? So looking at these, triangles and whatnot, if we're an FBA seller, we're going to use the triangles more. And if we're a FBM seller, we're going to use the squares. So I'll just turn off this and we'll just track and see what is the price doing over the last 3 months for FBA offers. So we're seeing a string of 19, 21, looks like 15 here, and 17 here. And we're getting some new offers coming in, and the price is going down. You see here, there's 2 offers, 3 offers. The price is 25. Now we have 7 offers, 8 offers, 9 offers, 21. And so I think it's pretty reasonable for us to say $15.66 is our price. And we'll see if we're still profitable at this price. Yes, we're still profitable. We could probably buy this item and there would be low risk. Let's also check out to make sure that Amazon is not selling this. So it looks like they were selling this in 2018, but enough time has passed. This is like 4 years ago. Enough time has passed where we can confidently say it's pretty likely that Amazon is not going to return and sell this for $6. Pretty unlikely. And, once again, I would say the biggest red flag here is this new offer spike from 4 offers to 12, because it's more likely that they're going to tank this price. Anyways, let's move on to the next one I want to show you. It's a surprise listing. I'll show you why. So here we have this navigation card and GPS card. It's sold, or it's actually the Stinger brand. And here we have just the buy box on sales rank. We'll turn off used. So here's what we're looking at. We'll go to 3 months view. We'll go to a year. I want you to imagine, right, that you're looking at this Keepa chart and you're seeing that it's at $179. It's not moving a cent. It's the most stable price you've ever seen. Wow, how could this ever move in price? And then the next day you buy it and it goes to 149. Surprise, right? This is a crazy occurrence, right? Where this can happen. You can have all of this perfect data for the last year, the whole year. It's showing the same price over and over and over again. And then boom, you've just lost profit on every single item that you sell now. Let's say you bought it right here. You're out of luck. You're screwed. So is there anything we can do to prevent this from happening to us? Not really. Not really. One thing that's going on here that's interesting is look at this. The FBA buy box right there, it says Stinger Off-Road. Interesting, because this product is a Stinger product. That's the brand. And we see in the buy box right here, Stinger Off-Road. So this brand is matching this seller. It looks like they are the ones who tanked the price. Right when we drop price, we see it's Stinger Off-Road. So the brand is tanking the price. So the only indicator that this price tank would happen is that the brand is sometimes selling the item. Back over here, you see that? Stinger Off-Road. Okay, so they're popping up right there. And again, right here, Stinger Off-Road. We can actually go into this data tab, check out the offers, and we can see the historical offers. This just adds offers that are currently not in stock. Let's go to the all-time charts. And yeah, we can see that they've been in stock for a very long time. It looks like Creative Audio was in stock first before Stinger was. But yeah, look at the Stinger's been selling this for a while. So if we had known that, we could have said, hey, look, the price looks very stable here, but we're hitting one of our major red flags. The brand is selling this and they might come back in stock. They might tank the listing. So the price was stable for a very long time. There were not a bunch of new offers. Look at this. That's not too many. I mean, from like 10 to 20, that's a big jump. Okay, sure. But it was pretty gradual. You couldn't really have seen this coming. And so that just goes to show you, even with all this analysis, that could still happen to you. So definitely keep looking for more and more items. You'll find a lot of good stuff out there. This is lesson 1, how to evaluate new products. And I'll see you in lesson 2, which is how to reverse source the most efficient way possible. Thank you.